Good evening. You're watching CMSTV Africa, where every story matters. I'm bringing you a breaking update on the escalating trade dispute between the US and China and how President Trump's latest round of tariffs has backfired, not just for Americans, but across the globe. Let me cut straight to the heart of it. Just last week, the Trump administration slapped a whopping 125% tariff on Chinese imports. The aim? To close the trade deficit, boost American manufacturing, and put pressure on Beijing over its trade practices. But if you're hoping this bold move would give the US a leg up, the numbers and reactions tell a very different story. China wasted no time in hitting back, raising tariffs on US goods and making American products in China even more expensive. Some American companies like Tesla actually halted orders because of the sudden price spikes. To make matters worse, the tariffs were supposed to protect American jobs. Instead, they've become a tax on everyone. Prices for everyday goods, think electronics, clothes, and groceries, have shot up for US consumers and businesses. Let's talk big picture. These tariffs haven't closed the trade gap. In fact, the US trade deficit with China is still sky high. Trade experts and data from Forbes show that during Trump's first term, US trade barely budged, growing a mere 3%. Compare that to the Biden years, where trade soared by 33%, even with many tariffs still in place. And American farmers? They've been caught in the crossfire, losing out as China turns to other countries for soybeans, corn, and more. Some factories have slowed or shed jobs, unable to compete with higher material costs. Globally, it's been chaos. The World Trade Organization warned that this trade war could slash US-China trade by a staggering 80%. Stock markets have swung wildly. While a brief tariff pause for other nations helped settle some nerves, the overall uncertainty has battered markets and rattled investors from Shanghai to New York. America's friends haven't been spared either. Allies like the EU, Canada, and Mexico slapped their own retaliatory tariffs on US goods, straining relationships and making it harder to cooperate on urgent global problems like climate change. So where does this leave us? The Trump administration is now reviewing the tariff mess, weighing whether to cut some of these levies. Business groups and economists are calling for relief, warning that keeping tariffs high will just keep squeezing families and businesses. Bottom line, Trump's tariffs haven't fixed America's trade problems. They've raised prices, hurt workers, and shaken the global economy. As experts and world leaders reckon with the fallout, one thing's clear: trade wars rarely have winners. I'll keep you updated as this story develops. Stay tuned to CMSTV Africa, where every story matters.